Yes, we're back. We're back. We are back, guys. You walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. It is Freestyle Friday. Sorry, guys, we pretty much missed Wednesday because one of our crewmen was under the weather. But now he's doing good. He's doing well. And of course, happy late Thanksgiving for those that do celebrate Thanksgiving, and happy Turkey Day for those that don't. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
We back getting motion. That's what that is.
Yeah, we back in it. We about to get down. We missed Wednesday, but hey, man, I hope everybody have a good, wonderful Thanksgiving. But hey, we back after the Thanksgiving. We on It's Black Friday today, so we'll have a good day today. So let's go. Let's get it.
Like always, shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and also Kick. Make sure you guys follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow. And also Rumble and also X. Shout out to Mimi, always the first one in the building. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day to you, sweetheart. Hopefully you enjoy your Thanksgiving and your Turkey Day. Shout out to that. Shout out to that one. Hey, now I ain't gonna lie. I don't know y'all saw the one with high show speed with Shannon Sharp. Good. It was a good interview. I'm not gonna lie. I actually watched it. Good interview. One thing he mentioned on high show speed, he mentioned in the interview. He was saying when he first started was around during the pandemic time. He only had one person watching him.
Yep.
Now he got 20 million subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
plus more, plus deals, and pretty much a well-known guy, pretty much well-known streamer throughout the world. But he was saying he was so appreciative of that one person that was watching him that he just kept going. He kept going, kept going, kept going. And mind you, he was only 15 years old at the time. He said he kept going because he appreciated that one person who was watching him. So that shows you that you never give up. Doesn't matter
Never.
who's in the screen. Never doesn't matter who's watching and who's not. There's always that one person. Shout out to that one person that's watching us right now on
Hey,
Instagram. No B is on Ronnie.
hey,
It's not
listen,
me, but it's
listen.
another Ronnie. Go ahead.
Shout outs to John Smith. He was the first person who was watching this.
Yeah, that one person.
Yeah, I think he still watch us. Sometimes sometimes he'll be on the chat. Sometimes he probably watches from the outside. So, John Smith, man, we appreciate you so much, man. We really do.
That one time to tell people like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a crowd and you believe in your crowd. Just keep going forward. Even though people may make fun of you, may laugh at you, just keep pushing. Same thing with Alex Jones. Alex Jones that's on Twitter now because he's been demonetized, banned from every platform. He only had one person watching him. Now guess how many people watching him today on Twitter? It'd be like 3 million people watching him on Twitter. So it's kind of show you that hard work do pay off. But that being said, like what I say, Cowboys win, Cowboys win. They did win on Thanksgiving Day, but they always win Thanksgiving Day. Cowboys, Detroit always win. Supposedly the Bears too win on Thanksgiving Day, and and also Green Bay because those are like historical teams that normally play Thanksgiving Day. So normally
No,
they
we
do
know.
win, but that's not the
No,
topic for
Ronnie,
sports.
we didn't win this stuff. We'll get to it, but we lost our last 7 Thanksgiving games. But we're gonna get into it. That's our topic. Go ahead.
No, but go ahead, Jordan. Sports. What's happening in the sports world?
So, hopefully everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had NFL games all come out yesterday. The Cowboys, they beat the New York Giants. And then you had Green Bay, they beat the Miami Dolphins. But we're going to talk about the first game, which was the Detroit Lions for the Chicago Bears. It was a prediction that the Detroit Lions going to win. But at the end of the game, it got really, really testy. It was the 36 seconds on the clock. Bears ball. They was trying to get to a touchdown or a field goal to either take the overtime or win the game. So and this was happened. So the quarterback, he played. He was trying to pass the ball. He got sacked to one of the defensive of the Detroit Lions. And then after that, they had one timeout left. Right, 36-second class. They should have called a timeout. Did they do it? Nope. They let the clock go down. So. They let the clock go down all the way to 11 seconds so Caleb Whitaker could snap the other ball. And the thing is, the coach knew they had one timeout. The quarterback knew they had one timeout. You need to hold a timeout so you, like I said, the coach did not call a timeout. And what happened? Caleb Williams played final snap, passed the ball, game over. You had one timeout left. Head coach. He had one timeout for that 36 seconds, but he called timeout. Nope. And what happened? Black Friday, the next day, he got fired. This is not the first time the head coach, Matt Eberflus, cost him a job. There was other games in this year that he cost some games, and this game was a clicker because I was watching the lines. I thought the Chicago would come win the game. I swear it looked like Chicago would win the game, but the head coach messed it up once again because he did not call a timeout. And like I said, they could have go to overtime to win a field goal or needed a touchdown to win the game. But the head coach cost him the game, and now Matt Eberflus, he is no longer the head coach of the Chicago Bears because of that game that happened yesterday. So go ahead, can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Shout out to White Hot that's in the building. Also, Ashton Williams, creator of the Shiesty Ventures, also in the building.
Breaking news from the NFL where the Chicago Bears have fired their head coach Matt Eberflus. That's the latest from our NFL insider Jonathan Jones. Offensive coordinator Thomas Brown will take over for the rest of the season. It closed the book on Eberflus after 3 seasons and a 14-32 record in Chicago. That final defeat came on Thanksgiving Day yesterday in Detroit. We all saw it. Would be a win there against Detroit. More of this, I want to bring in Jonathan Jones. And JJ, a lot of us thought yesterday there was frustration after what we saw in that clock management there leading to that loss. There's 6 in a row. Your thoughts on this news this morning?
Brandon, it's not a surprise, right? It's really, really hard to lose that way, and not just lose that way on Thanksgiving Day, but to have lost the way that they have the previous 2 games, right? Like 2-minute warnings and injury timeouts, and they cannot get this victory. We see since that bye week, we see since the Hail Mary against the Commanders, and what I had heard leading into that Week 9 game against the Cardinals is accountability. Don't let that Hail Mary game beat you the next week, and then it did. And then losing the way that they have over the past 3 games, Matt Eberflus, 14-32 in his career as head coach for a franchise that has never had an in-season firing, right? This is 100 years, a very proud Chicago Bears organization. But this was going to be something. I was just talking with an assistant coach, not with the Bears, earlier today, who said it was going to be really, really hard for Matt Eberflus to look those guys in the eye in the locker room and for them to believe the words that he was going to say moving forward, that they would believe that he had their best interest and that winning was paramount in everything because of how these last couple weeks have gone. And so obviously there was an agreement from ownership to Kevin Warren, the team president, to general manager Ryan Poles on down, that this was the move they had to make. So firing Matt Eberflus for the first time, an in-season firing in Chicago Bears history.
I want to look at Ryan Poles for a second because he was the one that kind of put all this dynamic together when it came to the coaching, the draft picks, and putting the guys on the field there. Any heat on him moving forward?
I would be surprised if anything is going to happen to Ryan Poles this upcoming offseason. That would surprise me. If you go back to the Matt Eberflus hire, Ryan Poles was hired almost at the exact same time. So it wasn't like this was necessarily his pick. It wasn't like he had been in the general manager chair for a year and then led the search and all of those things. In fact, as I'm thinking back on it, I honestly can't remember if it was a day or 2 separated from when he got the job to when Matt Eberflus wound up becoming the head coach. He pulled off one of the better trades in recent NFL history with the Carolina Panthers that, as we know, netted them DJ Moore, but also netted them Caleb Young in this past April's draft. And so it is my impression as it stands today as we head into the month of December, which will be the final month of play for the Chicago Bears now out of the playoff hunt, that Ryan Poles would return, would help lead the search for the next head coach in this new and next era of Chicago Bears football.
We always talk about that new energy, and maybe Thomas Brown can afford them that when it comes to maybe the rest of the way. Thoughts on what he can bring now taking over as the interim head coach?
Yeah, he has a lot of juice. This is a guy who has been identified going back to his last couple of years with the Los Angeles Rams as a potential future head coach in the NFL. He goes to the Carolina Panthers ahead of the 2023 season with this sort of all-star coaching staff assembled by Frank Reich and more specifically assembled by hedge fund billionaire owner David Tepper. That all-star head coaching staff didn't mesh together. No one really knew one another. Different systems, different philosophies. I want to take you back to that year because Thomas Brown, while he was not supposed to call plays for the start of the season, he was always coordinating that offense. Then the Carolina Panthers get to training camp, and Frank Reich sort of takes over the coordination of the offense. That was weird. Then the team struggled with Bryce Young, and then Frank Reich hands over play calling to Thomas Brown. They win a game, they lose a couple, he takes it back. Then Frank Reich gets fired. Then Thomas Brown becomes interim OC yet again, and the interim play caller. And it was always a weird year for the Carolina Panthers, for Thomas Brown. I give you that background because everyone's going to look back at that, frankly, recent failure and wonder about Thomas Brown. That's what happened last year. Now this year, we have seen an offense that over the past 3 games, while there have not been wins and there are no moral victories in the NFL, there's no question that Caleb Williams and the offense looks better under Thomas Brown than it had in the previous 7-8 games with Shane Waldron as offensive coordinator. They were much better on third down. They were much better hitting big plays. And yes, they didn't get to be on the field much in the first half against the Detroit Lions, but the comeback that they had against a team and a defense that I think a lot of people would say is the best in the NFL, or certainly one of the best, was very, very impressive. And that game probably should have gone to overtime if the correct coaching had been applied. I will say this, Brandon, a little surprised that they're making Thomas Brown the interim, not because he hasn't earned it, doesn't deserve it, but because just 3 weeks ago, he wasn't calling plays. Now he is. Now he's going to have to come out from the booth. He's going to go to the sideline. One certainly assumes he will continue to call offensive plays, and he will be the head coach of this team. So 3 weeks ago, he was pass game coordinator, and now he's calling plays and the head coach of the Chicago Bears. So this is a very, very big opportunity for Thomas Brown, for the Chicago Bears. And I'll just say this, Thomas was a finalist for the Tennessee Titans head coaching job last year. We'll see how this final month plays out, but he certainly could be a head coach candidate around the league, depending on how these final 5 or so games go for the Bears.
Getting a chance to show what he's got there. As you mentioned, the final slate of the season there. Outside of that, JJ, I'm curious, because there was a time when we looked at that.
So yeah, there you go. Chicago Bears, they've been on with this loss with Detroit Lions yesterday, they've been on a 6-game losing streak. And remember, the first game they lost from the 6-game losing streak was that Washington game, which they got beat by Hail Mary by Washington. And after that, it's been downhill for the Chicago Bears. And remember, a lot of people picked them to go to the playoffs this year, but it's not looking this way at the season. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take with the Chicago Bears firing that coach and how that game looked yesterday as well?
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I picked Chicago Bears to actually go on the playoff. I actually said that on shout out to Hank when I went over there on the Hank Monday show. When we were talking about sports, I was talking about how you guys are favored to go to the playoff, not to win it all, but to go to the playoff. And now, ever since the loss of the Commanders, the loss of the Commanders, they came back from the bye week. They never recovered. The Bears been shaky ever since. I have a friend of mine who is a heavy Bears fan, and he talks about the Bears very heavily. He was telling me for a very long time, they got to fire this coach. They got to fire this coach. They got to fire this coach. And after the breaking news pretty much occurred, he literally texted me and said, Ronnie, there is a God. So they wanted this coach gone because I think after yesterday's upset game, the Bears fans and the Bears organization said that was enough. That was it. So hopefully the next game they do play, they should be right. And hopefully they get it together. They're still in the hunt. But let's see what happens because it's still a couple more weeks before the season is actually over before we head to the playoffs. Shout out to Nidish, that's also in the building. And why I say, Hakeem, we miss you over there on the Shiesty. Hakeem be very busy. That's why he haven't been over there. Remember, it's the holidays. Very busy man. Go right ahead. Go ahead, Hakeem. Your commentary.
The thing is, they fired him, but he'll get another coaching job. These teams never learn. You know what I mean? No, he won't. I see that, but they should have got him before as they started to see the stats started declining. So I wonder why they took so long to do it. That's my take.
Yeah, I feel you. Just watching that game yesterday. The first half, Detroit, we was destroying them. Time of possession, how he was running the ball. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be another blowout. And in the second half, the Chicago Bears, they were scoring some points, and now. Shout out to some points, even though we suffered some more injuries, The momentum changed and it really hit the Chicago Bears. I thought really they was gonna win this game. I was like, oh wow, we might really lose this game because as a Lions fan, we lost 7 straight Thanksgiving days, and it looks like it's gonna be the 8th time, but it didn't happen. Luckily, Detroit Lions, we got out of that game alive. But Chicago Bears, man, that watching that, like to me, they should Chicago Bears should have won today. After the game, they should have fired him as soon as he left the fourth field. That's probably they should have fired him. But yeah, man, as you drafted the number one quarterback, Caleb Williams, you got a solid receivers, with Keenan Allen, y'all drafted Robert Duzay, y'all got DJ Moore, and the defense is solid. Defense is very, very solid, but the coach cost them a lot of games, a whole lot of games, and especially the game yesterday. So, that like I said, what the coach did yesterday, that was definitely far more impressive. That was the last straw. So hopefully, the new coordinator, they got 5 games left. Even though they still got some tough games, they play us again, and then they play Green Bay, they play Minnesota, and they play Seattle. So it's still gonna be a tough task for the Chicago Bears. But let's see if they can round up some wins. So hopefully next year they can look better for the future and they can go to the playoffs. But yeah, man, that game was terrible. When the game was over, I still couldn't believe we won the game. I was so shocked, like, wait, we won the game? Because
y'all won.
Y'all won. I was surprised, but Chicago, you had that last timeout. You should have called a timeout. And y'all could have called 2 plays in. And then if y'all couldn't make it to a touchdown, you could have kicked a field goal and sent it in overtime. And hey, you leave that to the overtime. But Detroit Lions won the game. We on a 10-game winning streak. We're 11-1. Detroit, let's keep these wins coming. Let's keep these wins coming. I think next week we play Green Bay. It's gonna be tough, but Detroit, let's keep these wins coming, man. We on the super hot streak. So shout out to the Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears, maybe next year.
No, but I knew coming in there when I saw the point spread, like they coming in there like 10.5. Like Detroit Lions was coming in there with like 10.5 favorite. I was like, that was too high of a point to give up. I was like, because I think remember it was a rival game. I think Chicago has strong defense, and it showed yesterday. It showed how strong the defense are. It just they offensive call wasn't always that great, and that's what caused them to lose the game. But Chicago, they're gonna have a new coach. Let's see how that go going on the next game, which is next week. Whoever y'all play next, I'm not even sure. I didn't even look at their schedule. Whoever they play next, it's gonna be a different game. Now that, but also we do have breaking news. I think everybody probably already aware in this space that we're in. Trinidad T did pass away. From my knowledge, he did pass away. We put it in our community tab. A lot of people did a tribute towards her. I think Jay Prince, world class, Fatty and them did an amazing show towards on Trinidad T. But our prayers and our condolences do go with her family. She never came on the panel with us over here, but we was on the panel with her on those guys' channel, especially on Jay Prince and also Shiesty the Avengers as well. But it was breaking news. It was so sad when I found out. Like, I had to let everybody know. Everybody that I did know, I let everybody know from the Ashton Nightish. Even though I think Fatty went on Nightish show and told Nightish that she passed away, but I had to let everybody know, and it was very, very sad. She was only 39 years old. From my knowledge, they say they found her in her home, pretty much unresponsive. So it's you got. I always tell people, me and Hakeem and Jordan, we talk about this a lot. I always say check up on your loved ones.
Yeah.
I don't even care if they have a cold. Check up on your loved ones, man. Make sure how they doing. Make sure they're doing okay. Sometimes that one phone call, you can save somebody's life. I'm just being honest. You can. Because they be like, oh, I was about to take my life away. You just saved my life. And, people are going through a lot of stuff. But that was always important. Check up on your loved one. Check up on them. Life is not easy, man. I know people say life is hard, and you can see it is hard, but that loved one keeps you going. Your loved one keeps you going. That being said, you already know, Jordan, money. What's going on in the money world? What's happening with the money?
All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about real estate. So we're gonna talk about today on the topic. We're gonna talk about the outlook for next year real estate, of how the potential of the housing market is gonna look next year. So we're gonna go to Yahoo Finances, and there's the strategist, market strategist when it comes to the real estate. He's gonna get into deep in depth for 2025 real estate. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
I'm going to bring in Brad Newman. He's the director of market strategy at Alger. And Brad, talk to us just about, want to get your reaction to this number and why you see this setup as attractive for housing heading into the new year.
Well, the new home sales data that you cited looks soft. We think that structurally it's a good market and that America's short maybe 2 million homes. So we need to construct new homes to house people. And on the remodeling side, existing home sales is pretty weak. It's well below normal levels. So, Alger, we're growth investors. We're looking for companies that are gaining market share. And if we can find them in industries that are cyclically down on their luck and could recover, then we can get a really quality growth stock at a cheaper price, which is nice. And so, there's several stocks that fit the bill there. For example, Trex, which makes composite decking, which is lower total cost of ownership over the long term than wood and more environmentally friendly. Trex is the leader in that market. They've got about 55% market share, and each year that composite decking takes 100 or 200 basis points a share. So we see it as a great growth company that is in a cyclically challenged industry that will ultimately come back.
What's the model or the rubric that you're utilizing to suss out the winners within sort of flailing sectors? Because that strikes me as the thing that's really hard and why, you guys get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, well, we've been doing it for 60 years, so we've always been growth investors. We look for companies that have a strong value proposition. So I just mentioned, for example, with Trex, that their product really resonates with buyers because it has a low cost of ownership. So a company has to have a good value proposition for its product or service. It has to be gaining share, has to have a strong management team, competitive advantage. And if it has all those things, then the fundamentals will take care of itself and we think provide strong returns for investors.
But as you take a step back and looking just beyond housing and at the market overall, lots of questions just about valuation, concern, I should say, about valuation, some concentration, obviously, within the market. I'm curious how you see a Trump 2.0 administration affecting those trades down the line.
So there is valuations are high and sentiment is pretty lofty. If you look at consumer confidence in stocks, it's last month it was the highest it's ever been reported in terms of people looking for gains in stocks over the next 12 months. But that said, we don't think investing in policy or investing for short term is how we look at things. We look at investing in companies that are going to gain, like I said, market share over the long term. And so, if you went back to Trump 1.0 and you want to invest in policies, you'd probably be in value-oriented, domestically focused companies. And those companies did do well from kind of the election in 2016 through March 2017, and the value rally fizzled out. And if you looked at the 4-year period from Trump 1.0 election to the following election, value stocks, Russell 3000 value was up about 16%, and the Russell 3000 growth more than doubled. So we think innovation won out in Trump 1.0, and we think the same thing will happen in Trump 2.0.
I wonder, though, if we could start to get a little bit of a feedback loop. There's this idea that the market is going to be a check on Trump. But when he has an announcement like the tariffs announcement overnight here and the market continues to be moving to the upside today, then is he even more emboldened to issue more tariffs? And then it just kind of continues from there. What does the lack of a market reaction tell you about what the market's feedback loop could look like under Trump 2.0?
I agree with you. The market will probably serve as somewhat of a governor here. So what the tariffs that he were alluding to were actually maybe even below market expectations. 10% China is kind of low. I mean, yes, if you put all those tariffs into effect, you'd have 50 to 75 basis points of inflation. And if they all went into effect, that would be worse for interest rates than I think some people are expecting. But not all of those should go into effect. And I think the market was braced for kind of a scarier announcement. So I think that's one of the reasons why the market took it in stride.
Yeah, so there you go. It's a little projection of what's coming on with 2025 of real estate. So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take about next year is what you see how the real estate will go for next year.
And
Um,
remember, this is not financial advice. But go ahead.
it's not bad. I think it's going. I think it might dip a little, but not to back where it was 4 years ago. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna dip a little. That dip, it'll be a miracle for that to happen. You know what I mean? Um, I think we'll get it to a point, maybe low twos, and maybe around that low twos. I think that's gonna be like the standard price. And anything like 100 or something, you're gonna need to fix up. But I am optimistic, and hopefully by that time, I'll be ready and prepared to buy a house. But the way he was talking, we just got to see how the tariffs and all this thing going to see how it affects us.
I don't know. When Trump got elected, it kind of showed you that the market is starting to go the direction it's supposed to be going, and on pretty much green, green all over, green everything.
Hmm.
And I think that was gonna happen when Trump got into office. The market's gonna go with him. The market's gonna, as as he continues to change policies and the rules and regulation, the market's gonna do the same thing as well. And like I always stated, the Fed's gotta leave the market alone. Let the market do its thing. If you allow the market to do its thing, it will keep us in a even balance. Soon the
Hmm.
Fed comes in and start messing with the market. That when the market starts to dip and it starts to get deeper and then deeper, then deeper. But Trump election proved that the people are pretty much waiting for a change, and then the change will come, and also the market will change as well. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, for me, for next year, I just hopefully the interest rates will go down when it comes to housing. If it's over 7%, I think no. I mean, for me, that's really too much. It's just seeing how um, what Trump would do with goes with the real estate. When it comes to the economy, will the economy could continue to go down. This really see if the interest rates will go down. If we see it likely, majority of the states, probably in the Midwest, especially in the South. I don't know here in the West Coast, but because houses are expensive there. But you never know. Yeah, as long as we'll see decrease on the interest rate under 7%. Hey, that's a big deal. That's definitely a big deal. That means people can afford houses easily, and hopefully with the economy, hopefully the inflation will soften some more. For people to actually have the money to put down payment to actually buy a house and everything. So like I said, we never know these things. This is to see what we hope that we have, but for us as Americans, we hope when it comes to 2025, when it comes to the housing market, we want to have the money to buy the house. We just want to see the interest rates go down. As long as we see the interest rates go down, I think we'll be okay.
Now that what I'm going to I tell people all the time is also, if you want to continue to rent until you feel like it's the right position for you and your family to go and buy a home. I listen to Dave Ramsey a lot, and he always mentioned that you can't wait for the markets to go up, or you can't wait till the market goes down. If you yourself and your spouse feel like there's a good opportunity for you to go buy a home, go ahead and go buy the home. Don't focus too much on the market, because the market is gonna do what the market does. So I kind of got that same concept. I'm looking at the market as well. I was thinking the same thing you, Hakeem, and Jordan, waiting for the market to go down. But then
Mm.
I realized, hey, if I find a good price on a home right now, go ahead and take that leap of faith and go just get the home. Don't wait on the market, because if that's the case, you're gonna be waiting on the market forever.
I agree with you.
And that's why it's so important. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow us over there so you never miss when we go live. And shout out to those watching us on X and also Rumble. Hey, mom, mother, Natasha Vince is in the building. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hope you had a lot of turkey. You probably don't eat ham, but I'm just saying, hope you had a lot of turkey and chicken. Hip hop. Ooh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world? Don't tell me you're going to talk about Drake. I ain't got time for Drake today. But what's going on in the hip hop world?
Well, we got to talk about him because he made some news a couple of days ago. This man's suing Drake. I mean, he's suing Kendrick.
I heard.
He's still
I heard.
He's suing Universal because he would think Universal was pushing they like us. They think also I think he's also with Spotify as well, because I don't know why he's doing this right now, because like I said, the beef is over with. And now I guess Drake is so mad that, hey, I'm gonna start suing and everything. I don't think Drake is thinking properly, but yeah, he's suing Universal, and he's suing Spotify because he think Universal and Spotify is really pushing Bishop Lamar's songs, and he think if they wasn't really pushing the songs, it wouldn't be popping like that. So, other than that, Hakeem, go ahead and play a clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Hey, shout out to NT. That's in the building. Shout out to NT. That's in the building. Also, Hassan. That's also in the building as well. NT, we had to rent you up. NT is the creator of the official Purge that be going down on Facebook. Shout out to him. I mean, not on Facebook, on YouTube. And shout out to Gore. That's also in the building. Happy holidays, you guys. Great to see you guys.
Its biggest stars, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, is entering a dramatic new chapter. Drake's company has filed 2 legal actions accusing Universal Music Group, which represents both of the artists, of defamation and illegally boosting Lamar's viral song that targeted Drake, Not Like Us. Lawyers for Drake allege UMG enacted a scheme to, quote, artificially inflate that song. Here to help us unpack it all, NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas and NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos. Chloe, I want to start with you. Of course, we should note that Universal Music Group is not part of NBC Universal, but for those who forget, remind us how this all came to be. Where is this beef stemming from?
Well, this beef goes back, Sinclair, years. I mean, it dates back as far back as 2013. They've been putting these diss tracks out against one another, and they used to be friends. I mean, they used to collaborate. They did music together, and then things went really south, and then things reached a fever pitch over the summer. But this is just this massive breaking point in music fans. It's all they can talk about. Looks like the beginning of a lawsuit. I'll let Danny weigh in on that. But this is a petition from Drake's legal team saying that Universal Music Group, which, by the way, both these artists are part of Universal Music Group, which is the irony there, that UMG took part in illegal practices to promote Kendrick Lamar's summer hit, Not Like Us, that they used bots, that they used pay-to-play tactics known as payola to artificially enhance his hit, that it supposedly was a Billboard Hot 100 #1 hit for weeks on end, but that really UMG did this in a deceiving manner. And I just want to point out that Universal Music Group says that we employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns, and that this is completely not true. And we're also waiting to hear back from Kendrick Lamar. But this feud has reached a whole nother level.
Well, let's talk about the legality for a minute. Danny, I do want to bring you in here and take these claims one at a time, starting with those allegations of illegally boosting that diss track, Not Like Us. Is that illegal if it is happening? And does it matter that the company represents both artists here?
It could be. Just because it's not illegal in the sense that it may not violate a criminal statute, it could potentially violate, for example, New York's False Advertising Act, New York's Deceptive Business Practices Act. It could just be generally tortious. It could be something that unlawfully or intentionally interferes with existing contracts. A creative pleader can allege all kinds of different tort violations. Those are civil wrongs as opposed to criminal wrongs. This is going in the civil direction, and it may even include allegations of civil, not necessarily criminal, civil RICO, the same kind of tortious interference with contracts that civil RICO provides damages for.
And Danny, what about Drake's defamation claims? He's not actually taking action, notably against Kendrick, at least not yet, but the music label is who he's targeting. He says the company knew Kendrick was, quote, falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. Those were some things that came up in lyrics of songs. So how could those claims hold up legally?
Yeah, what we're looking at today in New York and Texas, these are not lawsuits. They are essentially, and I've filed these in New York dozens of times. What you do is you think you have a case against some defendants, but you want to get some discovery to find out who the real bad guys are. It's possible that the two named respondents here that we're talking about may not end up being defendants at all, although I think that's highly unlikely. I think they will. But the point is, just because somebody isn't a defendant, a named defendant in this petition, doesn't mean at all that they won't end up being a named defendant ultimately in a civil complaint for damages. What we're looking at now, these petitions, they're not for damages. They're only for asking the court to say, hey, freeze all these documents, give us some of these documents, whether or not you end up suing these guys.
And we're still waiting to hear from Kendrick as well. Chloe Malas, Danny Savalos, thank you both.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
Go ahead, Jordan. Super chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to home of the official YT Purge. Shout out to the $5 super chat. He said fake beefs and the troll farm, the 2024 formula of growth online. Appreciate you, YT Purge, for the $5 super chat. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why Drake want to sue Universal and Spotify right now. You know, I mean the beef is over, but I don't know what Drake is doing. But I don't know. Ronnie, help me out. What is Drake really doing? Why is he suing?
He beefing for, remember, because during the time when the beef was going on, remember, Kendrick was saying a lot of false information about Drake. So that's what he's going with for defamation of character, and people using that against Drake. So Drake, in his mind, felt the label already knew that pretty much what Kendrick was going to say about him, and they allow it to happen. So that's why he's not really targeting Kendrick. He's mostly going out the record label, the big honcho in charge. So to me, I think this make Drake look weak, because I think me and Hakeem, Fresh Sound, and Urban Knows, we were talking about that when we met up. I think last week when we met up last week, we were talking about that. Hakeem gonna go more in depth, but it's the simple fact is you had the opportunity to go ahead and do what you had to do, because remember, it's a rap battle. When you rap battling, anything's go, but there's certain things that you just don't cross the line. And Drake felt that Kendrick really crossed the line, so that's why he's going ahead and targeting the record label and not Kendrick. But I think this still make Drake look weak, because the simple fact is it's a rap battle. You should understand, when you're in the rap game, there's rules and regulation. But I understand that if you felt that Kendrick went left field, then that's when you're supposed to go to him like, hey, Kendrick, I think you went a little bit left field, but make sure you go ahead and clear it up. But Kendrick didn't clear it up. Now that, but shout out to NT. Thank you so much, God, for being a Chaos Culture Radio friend. We really do greatly appreciate you, Big Dog, for supporting the channel. And you already know I'll be over there, and I always support the Purge as well, man. You always go ahead and do your thing. You never stop working, NT, man. We trying to be like you, man, Big Dog. Go ahead, Hakeem. Go right ahead. I don't know, Hakeem muted?
All right.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Yeah, you muted yourself. Go ahead.
You said mute, miss.
Go ahead.
So for me, I was like, this is not hip hop. A rap battle, then you start to sue. I said, what the world is coming to. But then I had to give him a few, saying he is from another country. So he's not acclimated to what we like to do here. Everybody say a bunch of salacious stuff for people anyway. You remember when Jay-Z was talking about all over the baby seat? Now you're talking about the record label. Nah, nigga, take your lick and go home. That's all I got to say. I just thought when you start suing people, it's not hip hop anymore.
Yeah, it becomes business. Shout out to you, Just Hear Me Out. Yeah, I had to go. Just Hear Me Out was just live. I was over there showing my man some love, man. Y'all go make sure to subscribe to Just Hear Me Out channel, and also NT channel as well. You know, the official Purge. Make sure you go there. It's almost the end of the year. That's when they start doing the craziness. You know, some people we like that toxicity. Go ahead, Jordan. Your comment. I hope, Jordan, you kind of get the breakdown a little bit of what's going on between them two. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I see what's going on. Like I said, I just don't. Yeah, but with this, I don't know why Drake is really doing this. I mean, to me, just suing the Universal, it just makes no sense and everything. Like, this is like I said, Drake. I mean, Kendrick Lamar's song is the biggest song of the year. It's getting a Grammy for the biggest song of the year. It's like, I mean, I think these numbers are not inflated. I don't know why Drake think it's inflated like that. I agree with you, Hakeem. Him come from other countries, and here in America, he don't know how the system works like that. If he got a hot song, especially with you beefing, and then Kendrick Lamar come out with a hot song, they like us, and everybody likes it, he basically won the battle.
Yep.
And this hit West Coast hit all over in America, and other countries is liking this too. And they still, here in LA, they never go out. They're gonna play that song forever on the radio. So I'm not surprised about that. But Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake. Just take the L. You lost this year. Just take the L. If you lost, you lost. It's simple as that. I mean, it's not going to affect your career. You. I mean, if you look at your numbers, you're gonna probably go down as one of the as numbers wise,
Mm-hmm.
and his accolades. He'll probably go down as the top 5 rapper of all time if you go by his accolades and his numbers. If you come by streaming numbers, and that's what these young kids gonna say. Me, he's not my top 5, but if you look at his numbers and everything, he might go down as a top 5 rapper of all time because his accolades and his holding power and his staying power. Shout out to Just Me Hear Me Out with the $5 Super Dad. We appreciate you, brother. He said, I am in
Mm-hmm.
awe of your ability for falsely stream live 3 days a week. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. We do this consistently. And everybody in the chat knows this. So we appreciate you that $5 super chat. Just hear me out. We appreciate
Even
you
though
so
your
much.
team, even though your team beat us, I'm still not too happy. Just hit me out right now. Well, I still gotta show love. I can't let that hatred between the Seahawks and
Love
the
you, just
49ers.
hear me out.
I still gotta show love to just hit me out, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Not only that, but you always the one I was always showing love to other content creators as well. You and T and others. The Tons of Vincent is putting your chat in the channel to it. So guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Just Hit Me Out channel. Just hit me out. I don't know when you actually go live. Let us know in the comment section when you actually go live. We make sure you give you a shout out as well each and every time. Like always, we did miss Wednesday because one of our crew was under the weather. So we dropped the link in the chat so you guys can come up. So this is not really panel Wednesday, but for today only, we allowing you guys to come up as we deep dive to different variety of topics. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss when we go live. Like I said, shout out to those watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, and also X. Thank you guys for tuning in every time we go live. So that being said, Jordan, you already know it's Freestyle Friday. Guys, don't be afraid to hit the panel with us. We about to get ready to deep dive to different variety of topics. Freestyle Friday, meaning anything goes. There's a lot of things that was trending. There's a lot of things that was mixed on Wednesday, but we're about to get into it. Go right ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
All right, let's start it off. Let's start with Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris came out. I think this was Tuesday, and she came with a heartfelt message when it comes to the United States of America. Now, in this clip, you can see when you see doing her speech, it just look like when it's just like I don't know how if you take a loss where if you go for the president or governor, it looks like it just takes a soul out of you. And if you look at Kamala Harris, this clip that Hakeem's about to show you, you can just see like her soul was just gone or something like that. Some people look like she said she was drunk, but Hakeem, go ahead and play her message towards the United States of America, and after that we'll chop it up.
Just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. I just have to remind you.
I'm laughing at. I know. I was laughing at the comments that somebody put of that white girl like. I was laughing at that comment because some people like, hey, when you lose in a presidential election, like stuff like this, it looks like her soul was just gone. Like her hair wasn't messed up. Like I don't think she would never be the same. But there are rumors that she might either go for the governor of California in 2026 or possibly run for the next election in 2028. So, Hakeem, man, what's your take about Kamala Harris? Do you think she's going to run again? Or how's she looking right now? You know she can't take a loss like that because look at her soul just left on her. So what's your take, Hakeem?
Yep.
I think she should not run again. I think she ran a horrible campaign. She didn't galvanize nobody. She wasn't able to stand on no points. She was last minute sloppy. And then the other day, you blew a whole billy. We still don't know what you did with the money. We still don't know.
She paid
And
people. Remember she was paying different sources. That's where the money went.
wrong people to do. Shout outs to Bobby Bryant. Go ahead,
Hey,
Bobby.
Bobby. No, just hit me out and say she just repeating her daily mantra on camera instead of a mirror. That's what she's doing. She is gonna run again. I won't be surprised. It's gonna be sooner or later. After Trump got elected, she didn't like that defeat. You can even see in her eyes. She didn't even want to. She didn't even want to congratulate the man. She didn't say anything to the next following day. So it's kind of true that her mind's on victory, and that's why she's gonna run again. And I know that some people loved her, especially when it comes to the black community. As you can see, black man did vote for her. Black women vote for her heavily, so she do got that support. So I see her running again for the next presidential election. Now, will she change party? That's the question. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that was might end up happening. I think she might not leave, might not be with the Democratic Party. She might go change her views and become Republican, and then try to get the Republican side. Because as you can see, that everything was all red all over the place. So her views might change. So you know what? Let me join the Republican Party. Because remember, I told you the next president of the United States probably gonna be a Republican woman. So who knows? Anything is possible. Go right ahead, Jordan.
I'm with Hakeem. I don't think she's gonna run a game. It's. I mean, that campaign with Hakeem was right. It was terrible. It's like she was riding the wave of how Hillary ran her campaign and how Barack Obama ran her campaign too. But the thing is, that Hillary Clinton, that was 8 years ago. Barack Obama, that was 12, 16 years ago. And the thing is, generation is different from then until it is now. So, this is the new generation. You got the millennials, you got Generation Z who's actually participating to vote and everything. And you see that, well, the campaign with vice president with Joe Biden, and how, they was saying this and that, and how, they got a lot of people rallying for Joe Biden, and how, they flipped, I think it was 3 or 4 other swing states like Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, how they got, those states to flip to blue back in 2020. But, they just see right now, as you can see, this election, they see that, the Democrats or Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they really do anything. They see the decline in the economy. They see that wars might get started when it comes to the Ukraine, Russia, and also in the Middle East with Palestinian and Gaza and in that situation as well. Also, you see like that China, they looking to try to take Taiwan. Looking to take over Taiwan, which United States is in right now, but it's a whole bunch of situations, and that's why you see when it comes to Trump, how he run his campaign, and a lot of people, not just whites, but you see Latinos who majority, the Latino man who majority voted for Donald Trump, and a lot of other people, and also not to say a lot of people, who are independent or who wasn't a Democrat or Republican, they also didn't vote as well and everything because they thought this president election was crappy and everything. So yeah, come on, I really don't see her running for 2028. It's just like I said, we take a loss like that, and the thing is, it's like also, there's gonna be other candidates gonna run for 2028. I definitely see Gavin Newsom's gonna try to run for the Democrat 2028, who is the governor here for California. I can see him and a few other people as well. But yeah, I this to me, this to see this to see how how Trump will all the 9 swing states. As it tells me, like how you gonna if you run again, how are you gonna get those states again? What's gonna be a different approach, when it comes to your next campaign? Because that, bringing celebrities in or talk about, main thing about abortion, being your mainstay when it comes to the campaign, that's not gonna work anymore, And and how are you gonna it's just, to me, it's like how you gonna take your campaign up because it's because if you don't talk directly to the people and tell them like, hey, this is where we at right now. But you know, if you take these steps, you do something better, or you know, wait at the last minute and say, okay, I'm not gonna do it for a black man. Then a week or 2 weeks later, you gonna say, okay, I'm starting to do something for black men and everything. You know, and I know she had like 4 or 5 months to do what she needed to do, but you have more money than Donald Trump. So there's a lot of things you could do to run a better campaign. You didn't do that. So, we'll just, like I said, we'll just see because, like I said, she's going to finish up in her vice presidency next month. And I mean, you probably will hear. We're not going to hear for the next 2 or 3 years. So, she's definitely going to be quiet because when people leave the White House, they go incognito. They go missing in action. So, to me, I know she's going to be here in California, and I keep y'all updated what she's going to do in California because I know that's what she does. She's going to come here to California, and I'll just hear what's up, what she's going to do next. Either she wants for government in the next 2 years, or we want for president for the next 4 years. So that's my take on that.
No, but just hear me out. You do make a good point. I extremely forgot that she's an extreme leftist, but it's just in my mind because the way she lost during this regular election season, I was saying, oh, she might just try to be a Republican Party so she could just win and still have those leftist ideas, but at the same time, you do make good points. So, but you never know, man, because like I told you in the chat, just hear me out. At one point, Donald Trump wasn't in the Democratic Party and he left. But I know that was 10 years ago, but it's just that you saw that anything is possible. These people always change their political views each and every day. Moving forward to the next topic. I know Jordan right now is busy, so I'll go ahead and do that right now. Give me 1 second. So right now, Tyler Perry recently was on a podcast and he talked about how the simple fact is how social media is the new drug. Pretty much, I think people talk about it a lot. How people now are on their phone more than they reading their books and more they pay attention to school, more than they pay attention in their job. So social media is now the new drug. Let's hear Tyler Perry break it down and see why social media is making a lot of impact on a lot of people's mental health. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
That is happening that is affecting people's mental health in ways that nobody's talking about. And I'm hoping one day that it comes crashing down. And that is social media.
Oh my gosh, you are right.
If you don't believe me, try to turn it off and put it down.
I pick up my phone randomly.
Right.
I'll be doing something, then before I know it, I'm just scrolling on Instagram. It's a drug.
Yes, and you're being fed whatever algorithm you chose because it's attached to where you go. They are tracking everything you're doing. And whatever mood you're in, that's what it's going to enhance. So if you're a person who's already struggling, sad and depressed and dealing with some things, it's going to be really, really tough to come up higher when you're constantly being fed things that make you sad and depressed.
Everybody's just showing the highlight reel.
Stop with the madness of trying to give this perfect image that everything's perfect, because there are people who are really struggling, who are really looking to these images and thinking, this is how my life should be.
Yeah.
There's a crisis that is happening that is affecting people's mental health.
So, Akeem, Jordan, do Tyler Perry make a good point how social media is now controlling people in the way they're thinking, and not only that, but their daily life?
I agree with it 100%. You get on there, you see some stuff that I'll be like, damn, there's some stuff that shouldn't even be on there, and I don't think people understand how it messes with your energy. You know what I mean? How it messes with your energy when you see people post stuff. I kind of like unplug from that stuff. I watch cartoons all day. I do.
What cartoon?
Man, anime cartoons. Like, you know what I mean? I follow a lot of gamers because that shit is not making me feel like, oh, snap, I just seen somebody that just passed away. Oh, somebody just got blicked down. So I can't handle that type of stuff. I personally,
Jordan, your thoughts on social media is a drug?
Hell yeah, social media is a drug. Yeah, right it is. It's definitely consuming a lot of young ones, people in our age, and people that's older than us. It absolutely would. And also, to me, it hits people when it comes to when people were, like I said, they see pictures of people in Vegas or Miami or in a different country, and they feel like that's kind of real life and everything, and they see that people are kind of living like a luxury lifestyle about what city they in and all that type of things, which social media is not really real life, and people that they see these photos like, oh wow, this person do better than I am. I need to do better than that, and that's which is not the case. But yeah, man, yeah, for me, when it comes to social media, I only do social media for research purposes, for topics or something like that, or some type like what topics that we do here. But other than that, or when it comes to sports, I use social media for sports. But other than that, I kind of stay away for the drama or being on there hours and hours a day, which I can't. There's a lot of people who do that on a daily basis, or when it comes to people being on TikTok, they try to do anything to go viral on Facebook, on TikTok, or Instagram, YouTube, all that type of things. It's just it's a deadly drug to me. It's the crack. It's called online crack, and people like and enjoy it. But yeah, man, I agree with Tyler Perry 100%. We're definitely in an epidemic of social media is usually as a drug. Go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
Oh, the time I know you watch Chaos Culture Radio, but you don't watch it every day of the hour. There's something else that you consume every day of the hour. Shout out to Mr. Darlaw that's also in the building, coming in with the jokes for Hakeem. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. You know me. He talking about Hakeem
Hey,
Shade.
you got the Cartier. Hey, I'm gonna get the real buff soon. The real Cartier buff like they do in Detroit. I'm gonna wear some.
No, but on the realness, it is true. Social media is not a new drug. There's people now don't even take a shower because they always on their phone and they always consuming content, which is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous when you consume a lot of content and doesn't give yourself a break. And not only that, but the algorithm understand the type of people who are watching these type of streams or watching these type of clips. That for all of a sudden it will come on your timeline out of nowhere. And right now, if I'm thinking about babies, it will come on my timeline. Or if I'm thinking about a relationship, it will come on my timeline. Or if I think about anything that is very sexual, it will come on my timeline out of nowhere. How do the algorithm know that? Because I think it has a sensor on your phone or something, kind of trigger and know when you actually thinking about. And this is actually a funny story. One time, I work in the retail industry. One time in the retail industry, I was thinking about like a certain product, Hakeem and Jordan. Literally came on my timeline in like 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
How that's even possible? Social media literally have a mind of its own and it's consuming the way people think. And I think people got to be very, very careful on what type of content you need. And now your phone, if you have an iPhone, your iPhone actually tell you the amount of minutes you are on social media.
Mm-hmm.
One day I was on social media for like 24 hours, but that's not the case. Is I let everything run. You already know Hakeem and George. We do stuff for the show and stuff like that, and that plays into part. But it's just the craziest thing in the world. No, Dollar, I promise you. Literally, I was looking at this one product in the grocery store, literally, and it came on my phone literally in 3 seconds. It's crazy. Go ahead, Hakeem. You can read the comments. Go ahead, because I know it's real though. Shout out to Joe No Hurdle.
It's a well, man. It ain't about the brain. It's all about how you wear them. Brothers, social media does not hug me when I need one, but family and friends do in real life. Facts.
Preach. Facts.
He says, LOL, Natasha. What, Ronnie? It's not out of nowhere. It's what you're engaging and talking about. Yep.
But no, but the thing is, when I was at the grocery store, I'm like, okay, I wasn't even talking about. Literally, I was just thinking it. Like I was just thinking, okay, this particular brand. I don't know if it ever happened to you, Hakeem, I don't know. It happens to me all the time.
It happens to me too. I don't know why.
And it's not me having conversation with nobody. It was literally just come on my timeline.
Or it's shown on YouTube commercials too. I'm like, wait a minute, why is this on YouTube commercial? Like, what the heck? They be showing on YouTube commercials too. They be getting you on YouTube commercials. I ain't lying.
Go ahead, dialogue wrote to you, Hakeem. I don't know what you say. and then we move over to the next topic.
Yeah, it says, I never type in my favorite shoes, Doc Martens, but I went to the store and I guess it found out my location. The next time I knew it kept popping up that I should buy the shoes. Hey, hey, I've been through the same shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I've been through the same shit.
That AI is scary. Because I think it senses it. I don't know. It's a because I know there's a sensor on your phone, so that's probably what it is. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. We got to move forward because Freestyle Friday. There's a lot of topics we got to cover. Go right ahead, Jordan. Continue.
All right, we hit our art mark, so we're gonna talk about the main topic, and this is a good topic because it's gonna get a lot of buzz. I think. Well, Hakeem, I know he gonna like this for sure, and we're gonna talk about this viral video. So this viral video, I believe she's a content creator. Her name is Moon Tell That, and she does content on YouTube. She does content on Instagram, and I think she's Vietnamese. So she did a clip on how she's sitting with her husband, her mother's there, and her and the husband was talking, and she was having a bad attitude to her husband, right? And Mama got mad, and then she's talking about not submitting to her husband. Come here, and not submitting to her husband. So why I can't play the clip, and that's that we chop it up.
A little bit of butter. Can you melt some butter for me?
No.
Maybe some salt and pepper?
No.
That salt and pepper wasn't all that good. What about some scissors? Scissors, I could cut it open easier.
You too annoyed. Can you shut up?
Ê, cái sò ăn đi con. Con gái con đứa ăn nấu vậy. Bởi trong nhà trong cửa không có chuyện sao được. Cứ ăn nấu vậy hoài. Người nhụng nhịn chút đi.
That?
Thoát.
Đừng biết đâu mà.
Cancel thoát.
No, but it's funny. But I came. It's funny, but you see how they coach it don't play. They coach it non-play. I'll be telling people they coach it to non-play when it comes to the aspect of submission. But go ahead.
I don't never see the sisterhood and every other race question the patriarchy in the Asian community. They're not playing. Mama
No, they're not. Go
Mama
ahead.
said you a woman.
That's it, Hakeem, that you're a woman. That's all you gotta say, because you're a woman.
Learn how to talk. You say because of you, the house always got problems.
No, but remember, people don't understand that the type of culture these people are living in their daily lives. I always say, if you take a camera and put it in their household, you will see how strong they are when it comes to the aspect of the patriarchy.
Yeah. They're not playing there in the Asian culture.
They do not play. The women are taught to make sure you submit to your man. But I'm not gonna lie, there is some black women that are doing it. That's why I don't understand why some black women get upset, because there's some that really do it. They won't do it in front of the camera. They'll wait till the camera turned off, then they'll go ahead and submit to that man. Remember, every time I always tell you, well, PhD will come on the panel, I always say PhD, but you make it act a certain way because you're on a panel, but wait till the camera's turned off. You might be the main one rubbing your man's feet, cooking for him, cleaning for him, doing all those good things because you love that man, you appreciate that man, you want to do it, but you're not gonna make it publicly known. But them other people in their culture, they made it publicly known. Like, you saw how quickly it was just a clip. The mother got upset. She was gonna slap her daughter right there. I ain't raised you this way.
Hey.
And you making six figures? Cause you know a lot of Asian men make good money.
She said cancel talk. But hey, I want to give a shout out to my cousin who's watching. I'm not gonna say no name. When my cousin spoke, I had to take the stuff out my mouth. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, cousin. I'll do better next time. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Okay, you were chewing gum?
I was chewing. I should have known better. I should have known better. But shout out to my favorite cousin. But hey, this is the thing though. Different cultures for different folks. You feel me? And I think being submissive and understanding the patriarchy in other cultures, you got people in America gotta be happy. You have to be happy that you're not in this type of stuff. You can freely choose the type of relationship you want, and most men would be receptive to the matriarchy. You know what I'm saying to say? Most men would be. You know what I mean? Or let's be politically correct, partnerships.
But hey, man, when I first saw this video, I was okay. We got to talk about this, and you could see, from her. I believe she's Vietnamese. Most, like I said, most Asian when it comes to your Japanese, Vietnamese, Filipino, majority all Asian countries. So South Korea, North Korea. When it comes to the being conservative and be submitted to your man, they do not play that. Also, and then also, and the reason that there are black women that might do the same thing, black mothers, but the reason you won't see that on camera because they will be shamed by this. Majority of black women will shame a black woman of showing her daughter that you're not submitting to a man. And the thing is, as black people, if you look at the generation, the years, we've always been a conservative group. And I don't know why, when it comes to us, us as black majority. I'm not saying us. I said maybe majority of black people. They see stuff like this, we're like, oh, that's not us. As a black community, we don't do those things like that. So the other when it comes to other races, races of people, they have their style. But with us as black people, I just feel like we need to see more in that. I think to me, we need to all floor to see more of this. And us as black men, we see a black woman teach our daughter how to be submissive. We should, push that algorithm and hit more likes on that. But, I mean, hopefully we'll start doing it next year, something like that. Instead of these, us talk about relationships, talk about black man versus black woman, all that type of things. Man not doing this, woman not doing that. Especially in our community. There's people making a lot of, especially in our community, people are making a lot of money on this. If you're on YouTube or people on the road and people there's people who do like shows about this, about relationships and everything in our community, and they're making a lot of money off of this. But I just feel like for us, as black people, it starts with the family, and even though it's not talked about, there's a lot of married people and a lot of black families are out there in the United States and America, and hopefully we can see more of it, but little by little. I'm not saying we're gonna see the majority of it, but if you could keep that number percentage of seeing more black families and be more conservative, will be a stronger unit when it comes to us in the United States of America.
Yeah, remember, those type of content is not really doing good right now because everybody's talking about it. Women ain't submissive, men ain't submissive, this and this and that. Relationship topic is not dying because you always gonna have relationship topic, but it's not as trending like it used to be. It's cool to have those conversations once every blue moon, but there's other serious stuff going on. Dialogue talks about that a lot, even in the chat. He said, it's like everybody always talking about the same exact thing, and that's why people come over here because they say, "Hey, you guys not just talking about every over thing. Y'all talking about everything when it comes to money, sports, hip hop, all those other things that people now pretty much not aware of." Unless you're someone that's very heavy on social media and actually read like daily trending trending topics. So, but it show you that some other cultures are really serious when it comes to the aspect of submission, and that's really really good to see. Good job picking up that clip. I didn't even see that clip. That was a really that was something different. Even though it was a joke, but that mom she wasn't joking. She wasn't joking. Well, her culture came in real quick. Like, what? I didn't raise you this way.
But I do want to comment real quick, and I want to say this: like, relationships is really all how you make it, and it depends on the individual. And we cannot say, and we can't really say how your relationship should be. And a lot of us, it all depends on the type of woman we get and what she's willing to be receptive of. You feel I'm trying to say? What her culture is, and if y'all willing to compromise. If there's certain things, and then we can't always expect relationships to be like what our parents are. We're gonna meet people, you know what I mean? We're gonna meet people who come from 2-parent homes, single parent homes. Some people come from trauma build homes, and then we might have to work with that. And then sometimes you're going to have a partnership. Submission cost, and you're going to pay for submission. And sometimes if you can't pay for submission, pay all the bills to have your girl sit home, she's going to expect to have some say-so in the relationship.
And not only that, but I also realize too, don't base your opinion on your relationship with other people's relationship. It's your own relationship. You do what you want to do within your relationship. Don't look at your friend, your best friend, your mother, your neighbor. That's you and your girl relationship. It's how you want to run it. If you want a submissive woman, she being submissive to you, good. If a next man got a woman, he ain't being submissive to him, he probably don't even want that. You never know. You never know. And I think that's why people are fixated of going online trying to figure out, okay, I want my relationship to be like a Tyler Perry type relationship. No, you can't. He's in a whole nother tax bracket. He's in a whole nother spectrum. You can't compare your relationship with someone else. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not. There's no way. Oh yes, thank you so much, Dialogue, for promoting our channel. You know we're gonna always promote you. We're always gonna show you
Come
love
on,
and
baby.
support. Go ahead, Akeem. You gonna read that? Go ahead.
He said there were absolutely no crying ass dudes on my show. No woman who want to argue and got horrible mouth and attitude that stinks like roadkill. Who are used to
You know,
getting
Dialogue ain't gonna play. He gonna drop you off the panel real quick. He's not gonna hesitate. Dialogue gonna drop you right on the panel, and he gonna be like, "Yo, -20." To come on my panel, you probably gotta have at least a +20 to come on my panel. Dialogue is not gonna play over there on his channel. He's not gonna play. Shout out to him, man. Go ahead, Jordan. Continue.
All right, let's get on to the next topic. Let's talk about Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon came out today and he revealed that he is diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder and says that I need help.
Wow. Oh my God! Not Nick Cannon. Don't play that trip.
Hey, hey, I don't know what he's doing.
Oh man!
I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Oh my God, Nick! Oh man!
Diagnosed with a narcissistic.
You mean clinically diagnosed with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But and when I did get diagnosed with it, because I have no problem with it, is, you know what I mean? And I think even it starts off with like confidence, overconfident, arrogance, and then that's when you step into the space of narcissism. And in that, there's markers. And when someone has like extreme narcissistic behavior disorder, it has things like the lack of empathy, rage, all of those things. I don't have those. Like
I was just going to ask you, how many of those symptoms do you identify with?
Yeah. Like I identify with all of them except for those two.
Except for the rage and the.
Yeah, I have no rage, and I have, I'm very empathetic.
Got it.
Oh man, not Nick Cannon. They got Nick Cannon, man.
They got him.
Yep.
I don't like that. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Roddy. What's your take, man?
I don't like that. I think they find any reason to make somebody a narcissist, simple fact as he want to operate in his manhood. If that's what something you want to do, that's something you want to do. And they say Nick Cannon, because you guys say the definition of a narcissist. He say you don't have no form of empathy. Nick Cannon be the man one. He be crying on the. He literally be crying on his show now that he always give back. That's what I'm like. What are you? Anything for content. Anything for content. I get it. Anything for content, but Nick Cannon need to stop that. Go ahead, I can.
So look, I'm gonna come at it from this point. I've been said he was a narcissist. Who goes off and have a bunch of kids, and it's your decision to create broken homes all over the place? That's narcissistic. He could have easily just been okay with the two he had from Mariah Carey and just not dated no more. And he ain't married not one woman. That's a narcissistic behavior. Then we also got to put into a point financial abuse. He's able to invoke his power because he has the bag. And knowing that most women fall victim to powerful men.
You just talking.
You know what I'm saying?
You just talking. You the same one say populate the community. There's nothing wrong with that.
We need to populate the community. We need about 20, 30 kids. Not that way, though. Not that way.
A woman not gonna pop out 30, 20 kids. They not doing that. You gonna need
Uh,
multiple women to pop out 20.
if we
The
go
least a
to
girl will probably give you is probably 10
if we
at
go
the
to
most.
Ghana, we could probably find something like that, or Uganda, or something like that. Not in America though. They giving you a 2 minimum, maybe one,
Exactly.
2
Exactly.
minimum.
So exactly. So let's say for instance, let's say you was talking about Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, I don't know, you see her bod. Her
Mm.
body's like that for a reason. She not gonna like I'm not she gonna be like Kim Kardashian. You saw Kim Kardashian say, Kanye West, I give you one more, that's it. But I'm not even doing it my way. I'm gonna get you gonna get somebody else. I'm gonna just use my surrogate, you gonna get somebody else pregnant. You're gonna get somebody else pregnant. They're not gonna mess with their body, hiking. They're not gonna do that. You crazy.
I see that. I see that.
The women now today are very self-conscious about their body. You think they're gonna give you 20 kids?
I'm asking. It's all about family, man. Like, forget the careers. Worry about the careers later.
Okay, that's a lot of kids, yo.
Hey,
Thank you.
like grandmama them had it. Like, and we need to get back to what ma them doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. But look at Ashanti. Look at Ashanti. Ashanti just gave birth 3 months ago, and they say that now she's pregnant again.
She bet, yeah, she.
Oh,
She
she pregnant again? Oh yeah, but see, people don't understand the rules of the game. When a woman get pregnant, right, and she have a child, she's very fertile.
Yeah.
Very fertile. The doctor would tell Jordan, you know this. The doctor would tell you don't have intimacy with your wife at all
but
because she's gonna end up having get pregnant quick.
At 20s, yeah, but at 40s, to me that's dangerous.
The body still is the body. The body's still the body. After she gave birth, her body's still fertile. So her and what's it called it couldn't control themselves. So that's how she got pregnant again.
They were just trying to get it. They were just trying to get it out, get them two out. Dialogue said we're in modern times. You're right.
We are in modern times.
You're right.
So what makes him a narcissist? Because you want all these kids. Go ahead.
No. It makes him a narcissist because you ain't gonna be able to be there for every child. You can only be there for 1 or 2. This is why I have good examples in my family, and I gotta show love to the ladies in my family who's are married. They have 2 kids. They raising beautiful kids. Shout out to my cousin, star football player. Shout out to my other cousin. He's in university. They know who they is. I don't gotta mention no name. The Canadian boys. And when I look at that, I say, in my dream, in my head, Ron, I want 30 kids. In my dreams, I want 30.
Oh my gosh.
I want 30.
Now you
know what I'm saying?
You in a village. That's a village.
I want 30.
All the United States or the 4 corners of the earth? Like 10 in the United States, 10 in Uganda, 10 in Asia, 10 in what you hear me, Hakeem? South America. All 4 corners of the earth or all the United States?
No, I want them in the United States. I want when you bump everywhere, you say, oh shit, you look like Hakeem. Oh, Hakeem Jr., Hakeem the 5th, Hakeem the 7th.
Oh my God. Mimi said that the thing a woman's body can do is absolutely amazing. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's very incredible. I would say for those that do want to do research on a woman's body, you'll be just amazed. But I know that for a fact. As a woman gives birth, her body's very fertile. That's why a lot of doctors recommend you do not refrain from that intimacy because she can get pregnant again because that womb is ready to give birth again, which is amazing. So Hakeem, if you want it, you can. After she give birth, Hakeem, after she come from the doctor, wait like 2 weeks, get it in again, and she'll get pregnant again.
But listen, I know ain't no woman gonna sign up to do even 5. Back to back.
And twins run in your family. So you got a lot of twins.
Run in my family.
So you will have twins in no time.
So she might have to sign up for polygamy.
You gotta let her know before that, Hakeem.
I'm saying, like, I told her I'm gonna have a compound, 30 acres, and this is the Bello Estates with the whole gang. You know what I mean?
Well, you want 30 kids. So 30 kids, you need 10 women, right?
Yeah,
so 10.
about that. No. Matter of fact, let's not do 30. I'll be generous and say let's do 12. Let's do 12.
And that's Nick Cannon's number.
Yeah, let's do. That's the day of my birthday. Let's do 12.
So you need 5.
About
So
5.
5 women.
5. You
About
know what I
5
mean?
women.
And we could just get it popping. Like, I'll make sure everything, because God has already deposited the money in my bank account. I'm just ready to withdraw. I'm gonna make sure everybody taking care of house. You know what I mean? And it's for a greater cause. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, moving forward. I ain't trying to get Hakeem in trouble just in case you got a woman trying to talk to him. And he's like, what? What is Hakeem talking about? I'm only gonna give you 3. No, I believe 7. 7 is the lucky number. I think 7. 7
Yeah.
to be my minimum is 7. I
7
was
is
thinking
good.
about 10. I was thinking 10, but I was like, I don't want her to destroy her brain cells. So I was like, let me just leave it at 7.
It's all for a good cause. She say, what she say? She say, sign up is crazy. Let's plan. I want my babies to be planned. All 7. LOL. They're gonna know how each of them were prayed for and desired in birth. Shout outs.
Shout out to Mimi.
He
Go
said,
ahead.
yet everybody is not going to be able to be that woman from 1920 who's going to cover up from the neck and full layers in a long dress and clean up the house with no income. You sure right about that.
That's why
Listen,
Hakeem need Muslim women, and they can do that.
yet I might have to go full Muslim for me to get that. And listen, narrative dialogue just really stated something. The women of the day, they don't want to stay home. I'm gonna have to be the house husband and cook and clean and wash the babies and stuff like that, because they want to go party and make sure their body's okay. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. As long as you're willing to give up them babies.
See, Mimi says she's willing to have 7. If we talk about it and it's planned, to know that they're loved and kept.
I don't believe Mimi wants to have 7. I think that's cap. Mimi looks like a pretty girl that
Who just want 3. Yeah, well, like 3
Yeah.
3 or 2.
Listen. Mimi look like a pretty girl that just focuses on her body, wants to stay slim, thick. That's all she. I don't. Mimi, stop capping. You don't want 7, baby. 2. You probably will get 2 minimum.
For me, me and my wife, 4. If I get 4, that'd be wonderful. But hey, if you have 2 or 3, that's cool too. For me, I would love to have 4.
4?
Just 4.
That's not bad.
What's the biggest your family have, Jordan? Because I know you probably have a big family. You got a big family. Like, how many people in your, like, the biggest? Your generation.
My generation, I know my cousin, she has, I'm gonna say 7.
See, 7 is the number. You see, Hakeem? 7 is the number. You see, my dad has 7.
Yeah.
My cousin got 6. People in the islands that I know of got like 7 or 6. That's the norm, Hakeem. For 10, 20, you really out of your reach.
I'm messing. If I hit 100 million, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna go for 30. If I hit 100 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, I'll hit for 7. 30 million in account, I'm gonna go for 10.
I can't. You know, one of them they gonna. You know, one of them, but one of the baby mom, they might leave you. They might leave you, and you might don't know where the baby at.
See, look at me. Music her
Listen.
mother on her side. She got her family like all together. They have 21 kids.
I will hunt them to the ends of the earth.
You gonna say the private eye? Private
Listen. The baby got to stay in state, round the corner. I might even buy a Winnebago and park in front of the house just to stay.
Oh, look, the top visit the shot. She's like, what, 20? That's the Canada number.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people got big families. I'm telling you.
They do.
It's because they don't understand the nature of a woman's body. I'm telling you, when soon as you give birth, if you go in that raw dogging, you still get pregnant quick.
The kid's mom, my wife's mom, she had her mom, she had 14 kids.
Wow.
She died young, but yeah, she had 14 kids.
So your wife has a bunch of sisters and brothers.
Yes, and she's the youngest.
Wow.
And she said, like I said, she's a twin too.
And she met them all, or no? You know, sometimes you don't meet them all.
She met them. Yeah, she met all of them.
Nice.
There was a time they were separated. But she we reconnected with her like 7 years ago. In fact, from New York, and yeah, she met all of them.
That's dope. She met all of them. That is dope. Some people not unfortunately don't meet them all because it's too many of them. But to me, I think seven is a seven. Sometimes I be messing with my auntie because I be telling my auntie I want 10. She be like, "Are you crazy?" I say crazy runs in my family, right? So I would do like I'll be like I came just to play with them. I do 10, but now deep down I do 7. I do 7. Hakeem serious. Hakeem would do 10 or 20. He'll do it.
I'll
He'll
do
do
it.
it. So I hope them girls
Listen,
prepared for that lifestyle. Go ahead.
if I got the money, I'll do it. He says, I have an issue with the woman going to work all because she wants to be free. Too much free time gets you in trouble. Go to work, but take your HBIC hat off when you get home. I'm not going to disagree with you.
We're not gonna disagree with you on that. But dialogue, most women want to take their hat off. It's just the man. That's why I always go back to the man. It'd be the man that don't know how to make the woman take out her hat when she comes into the house.
So
that's the issue.
Sometimes they're probably not man enough. You know what I mean? Because if
That's
you
also
like, yeah,
facts.
Because if you on your ish, you can just drop your nuts, and she has to like oblige. Like, oh, what's going on? Hey, this is what's going on.
On
Oh,
front side, you ain't lying. Those kids equal a lot of money. They do, but let's be honest here. There's a lot of broke guys that got like 10 kids.
yeah, fresh sounds. Kids are valuable. Kids bring more money to the bank. Each head is $2,500 in income tax.
See, look at Dollar. Say, look, my nephew is 26 and he has 8 kids.
Yeah.
The money, some women don't really care too much about the money. I understand money is valuable in the United States. Well, the money is valuable everywhere, but people don't really care. Dialogue, I'm wrong. What you mean I'm wrong? There's stories where women say that all the time. Women say, I want to come home because I know in the work field all the time. I want to come home and lay down my hat when I come home. Most of the time is my man, he's weak. Women say that all the time. I always tell people, women are not against men. They are there to help you. So they're going to help you along the way. Shout out to Know Your Worth. It's also in the building.
Shout out to Know Your Worth.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you on front side. Kids that live in poverty and struggle. Of course, they're going to live in poverty and struggle, but they don't be caring.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. I don't think it's that much of an issue. You know what I mean?
Well, you say it's not that much of an issue? No, but you need money though, Hakeem. If you have 8 kids or you have a big family, you do need money.
The money's gonna come.
Yeah, and it's not just like Pampers and food and everything. It's like when it comes to daycare, if you want tip to a private school and everything, it's like, hey man, I'm learning from this. You know, this just being, my daughter being 9 months right now because I'm looking at the future, the next 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years, and looking at the schools around here in LA that I want to send her and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, need to make some money, but we have a business, Chaos Culture Radio. By the time about 5 to 10, when she reaches kindergarten, I will definitely make that money so I can send my daughter to like a private type of private intuition school in here in Southern California. So that's the plan for me. But yeah, it costs money.
No, but Dollar, I'm being honest. There was a clip we played. It was a long time ago. I wish I could find that clip. We actually reviewed it. There was a woman. She was a CEO of a company. She was an Indian woman. She was CEO of a company. We did it here. But before you came, Dollar, it was a CEO woman. She's a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. And she even said, she's like, when I come home, I take off my hat. I do whatever my husband say because he's dominating me at home.
Fact.
I would say is the man. That's why I always say is the man. Go ahead.
This is like a year ago. Yep.
It was like a year ago. If I can find that clip, we'll play it for you, or I'll send it. I'll tell Hakeem to send it to you. But we had a clip, and she's a woman of a Fortune 500 CEO, an Indian woman. So that would say the issue is always the man. The man got to be the one to be like, hey, baby, when you're at work, you do your thing, but when you come home, this is what we're doing.
I think some women probably is like on autopilot, but then some you got to encourage.
The Tasha Mitchell put a lot of baby in the chat.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, she got like one white baby. So I'm like, if you see the baby, she got like literally one white baby. Well, go ahead, Jordan, move forward. Time is against us, but go ahead.
All right, let's get to it. Let's go.
Yeah, but how come you can find a clip in the dialogue? But it's an actual clip. Dialogue, you can review it on your channel. I gotta find it, or Jordan can find it and then send it to you. But go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about OnlyFans. So there's an OnlyFans. Like OnlyFans is still popping, and that's a woman that's 20 years old that says she makes $4 million per month on OnlyFans, and she went viral for this and how she makes money. She's 20 years old, but she looks younger than that. She looks like she might be 16 or 17. But yeah, she $4 million. Oh, that's crazy. $4 million a monthly on OnlyFans. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
You are aware that like you're the final boss when it comes to OF, right?
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. And I know you saw the clip of Julia making $400,000 a month, so I just need to know, like, how much are you making a month?
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings. I just don't.
Hurt my feelings? What do you mean?
I don't want to say.
You don't have to say, just show me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I won't break your phone. I actually like kind of tearing up. $4 million? $4 million in a month?
Yeah.
400,000 the last 7 days, in case you were. Not even, it's more than that.
Thanks.
I can't even be mad at you. Like, this is y'all's fault. Like, how do y'all men even have that amount of money? You have wives, children, baby mamas, bills. Women, if you're seeing this, go through your man's phone. Because $4 million a month, I promise you will find that link in his search history. Go to private. Go to the private tab. It's right there. Sophie Rain, Spider-Man video, bot. Sick, you weird. It's weird, because she also looks 14. So, get your bag, I guess.
Thanks.
$4 million. Disgusting. So, you are aware that, like...
I'm worried, yo. Man, I'm worried what she say, yo, how did these men come out with this type of money? Even though, OnlyFans is not just in America, it's, all over the world, people can watch OnlyFans and everything, but damn, $4 million a month.
I think she capping though.
I wish it never. No, she posted like there was another link that she posted on her account and how much money she made too, and it showed. She's not capping. She posted like on her history of payments and everything that she made that type of money. Remember, 6-7 months ago we talked about Bad Barty, where she has cancer right now. Prayers go out to her. That the last couple of years she made almost $47 million off of OnlyFans.
No, but that's different because Bad Barbie. Remember, keeping in mind she was on Dr. Phil show, and a lot of guys was waiting until she was of age to subscribe to her OnlyFans. That's why it was a whole different thing. She already had visibility. This woman here, nobody don't know her from a can of paint. That's why I was like, okay, cool. It's like the same example, like let's say Ruby Rose go ahead and do OnlyFans. Her subscribership gonna be off the roof because people know who she is. It's some form of visibility. Her is like, okay, what kind of content you do? You only shaking your behind, you only showing some cheese and probably your bottom. Guys now gotta understand. Guys know how Google works. They can get that for free. So you're telling me guys are literally paying you that type of money and you making that type of revenue a month. Now, so you're talking about 10K, 20K, 30K, or probably 100K. I can kind of believe her. But $4 million, Hakeem and Jordan, like, come on now. With no form of availability, you're not no celebrity. Your TikTok not that high. I don't even know Well, of course, we're not gonna deep dive on her. We're not gonna do too much research about her. But who knows how many people subscribe to her Instagram account? Because it gotta make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. But I understand she may sort of receipt, but keeping in mind too, Jordan, they can also edit it as well. Go ahead, Akeem.
So I want to read something to y'all. He says, Natasha Vincent, these ends wouldn't even tell you happy birthday, but giving 5 women money on OnlyFans weekly. Crazy. Oh, it was Natasha's birthday?
No.
Oh.
So no, but I just say niggas. Not I just say niggas be having fetishes. I believe it. They do, but to me, that type of to me, it's about visibility. To me, you gotta have some form of visibility for you to make that type of money. That type of money, it's extremely hard. But go ahead.
So I want to read something to y'all. This is from the Bible. This is Mark 36-39.
Well, you gotta go to the Bible. Well, you gotta go to the Bible.
I got you, because this is the point that I'm trying to receive, because I want that young ladies to know this, because one girl said she was making 400,000, another one making 4 million. And I want everybody to listen. Mark 36-38. What's good for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of them when it comes in his Father glory with the holy angels. You're showing your bodies, regardless of whatever you're doing on OF, there's a negative connotation towards it. No respectable man is going to respect you. The lust for money has led you into this path. OF is a disease. Sodom and Gomorrah. If you want to be a good wife, you have to deviate from that path. But if you're already in it, you already ruined your chance to be a wife. All you're going to be able to get is a beta male who lust after you and not respect you and want to be able to take care of you. I won't date strippers. I won't date OF models. I won't date former prostitutes. I won't date none of that, because I got to bring you home to my mama and my cousins. And you have to go through the gauntlet of them. And you know what I'm trying to say? And if you don't have the same type of character preference as the women in my family, I'm not going to be able to keep you. You on OF, baby. You showing all that ass. What's left for me? And they paid for it. When I'm paying for a smaller fee.
No, I came out before Jordan go. I sent you guys in the group chat. You can see these are the top 5 people that earn like 40 million, like 4 million in a month. You click on it real quick, you show people, and her name is not on that list. The woman we just did a video of, she's not on that list. You can show it to the audience. That's what I'm trying to tell you. To make that type of money, you gotta have some form of ability. And Bad Barbie is number 1. Still is number 1. Those are the top women. That girl is not on the list.
Bad Barbie
is number 1.
Giselle Bazin Smith, Bella Daphne, Amber Rose, Liliana Jasmine, and Megan Barton Hanson.
That girl's not on there. She's capping.
Yeah, look at those numbers. Still,
go ahead, Jordan.
Even though we put out the top people that make earners, still, how does all these people have all this money to send? These OnlyFans models. That's
what you mean, Jordan? What you mean, Jordan?
Wow. It's just. I mean, I know. You. I guess I don't get it, yo. I really don't. But OnlyFans changed the game. It definitely changed the game of how a lot of these when it comes to this type of content, and as you can see the women that's in the top tier, to how they know how to make their money and everything. Making whatever type of videos they be making on OnlyFans and everything. And man, from around the world, they sending money. I don't know if they sending tips or anything like that. I I don't know if you could directly talk to your people and everything, but hey, man, but I thought OnlyFans was going to hit a nick, go down, but hey, man, OnlyFans, when it comes to some of these people, they make a lot of money. But some of these people are make a lot of money, but a lot of people is not making money on OnlyFans as you can think. It's only a good 5 or 10% that's making money like this. Who's making maybe a 10K, 20K a month, because they consistent with what they do. But yeah, man. But yeah, you're right, Harani. I thought she was for real, but looking at these numbers, okay, cool. Because yeah, Bad Barty, right now she's been the number one where she first started.
She's gonna stay as number one. She's gonna stay at them boys love Bad Barbie. I don't know what it is about her. Look at her kid. I don't know what it is about Bad Barbie. They love that. I don't know what it is. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad that's also in the building. No, but Jordan, you gotta understand something. Man, we gonna continue to have that sexual urge, that sexual desire. Everybody do. That's part of human nature. But us as men, when we see something that we know that we can't really get in real life, and right now is visible to us, we will spend that money. We don't care if we have to steal that money, and we're gonna invest in these women's lifestyle. Believe that. That why it doesn't surprise me one bit. Now, if that lady would have said she made 10, 20, 30K, I definitely believe her. But $4 million a month with no visibility? Nah, you gotta show me something. Bad Barbie, look, they say she's still number one, Hakeem. And Bad Barbie's like what, 21?
Mm-hmm.
And she ratchet. Bad Barbie's not. She's ratchet.
Well, prayers go out to her because I heard she got cancer, so prayers go out to her.
Oh, Bad Barbie?
Yes, she has cancer.
Oh, I ain't know that. Oh, nah, I ain't know that. My bad, Bad Barbie. I don't take a Bad Barbie being she was ratchet back then, but now she probably changed her lifestyle. But wow, one of the prayers do go out to her. I didn't even know that. Wow. Allegedly, if it's true, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because did she confirm that though, Jody?
She confirmed it. She put it on her post that she has cancer. I can't remember what cancer she was, but yes, it's confirmed. She has it.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, Hakeem, you can make all that money.
And you're right. And with all that money, you can't even buy your health.
Moving forward. Man, Hakeem, that was deep, man.
Yeah.
That was deep. Moving forward.
You're right. You can't even buy your health, boy. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's talk about Drewski. So Drewski went viral. Was it Thanksgiving? He was on constant live stream. They was having Thanksgiving dinner. I think Kevin Hart was there, and a few other influencers was there and everything. And so Drewski he went viral because there was a family. I mean, they was in character. They was playing the Addams Family, and one of the character, the kid that was I forgot the character, the boy. Lucy started calling him fat and everything, and really shamed him for it and everything. And the little boy started crying and everything. And it went so viral that the mom got involved, and she went live with her son talking about Drewski was shaming him. He was really emotionally damaging his son and everything. But Drewski did apologize for it. But I guess it was supposed to be part of a skit of what Drewski was doing, but it kind of went on the line because Cox not want him to apologize because he think he went too far and everything, and it did hurt the little boy's feelings and everything. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Now, but shout out to Cox and that he is the top number one kick streamer with 600 subscribers, 600,000 subscribers.
Shoot, nigga. I'm talking about the little fat nigga. Yo, come on, bro. Come on. Fat nigga. Yo. Y'all been saying that to me all fucking night. Everybody call me the fat nigga all night, but I can't call the other little fat nigga the little fat nigga. Oh, wow. Man, y'all niggas been wrong. Fuck out of here, nigga. No. Come y'all want to have fat phobia when it come to the kid, but not me? He's like the fucking kid. Nigga, what about me, nigga? He's fine. You're a grown ass nigga. Man, y'all niggas been calling me fat all night. Drewski, oh shit. Oh, y'all. Fuck. This nigga.
Oh, man.
Yo, man, you messing my fucking sweater bag. They might put something in your food, nigga. Oh, God, he's cracking, man. They might put something in your food. Juicy, that shit whack, bro. But that's what I'm saying. But y'all niggas want me to ban those. But y'all do it to me though.
No, he was younger. They called you fat. You
my bad, bro. My bad.
Good.
My bad.
But he's crying. He's dead ass crying. You fucking.
Nah. What's your name, little nigga?
Look how his father's looking at you. Look how his father's looking at you.
Oh my god, yeah.
Look how his father's looking at you. You good?
I'll get you.
I'll
get you some cheese. I ain't mean the house.
Black ears? Black ears? What is wrong with you stupid ass dumbass? Oh, come here. Come some juice. What is
I understand. We got the same mindset.
what just happened, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? He started crying on the spot. Y'all niggas don't say that to me. And for the hands, y'all do it to me, though. Nigga, don't nobody got no feelings for the older fat nigga. Nigga, you a fat nigga, okay? Fat ass.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself, getting excited in here, you know what I mean? But I rock with you. What's your name? Joseph. You're a good dude, Joe. You're gonna go far. I got a cousin named JoJo. Yeah. He cool.
So whatever world of
something a little extra.
Yeah, just whatever level
more of a blessing.
Delivering you can do, it should go down there.
Hallelujah.
Also, we got some people here that are struggling with weight that shouldn't be here at Thanksgiving. Some people should have took this day off. Right? I think that
he didn't have to say my name.
Drewski is being called out by the mom of the kid he called fat, accusing him and Castanet for letting her son get bullied. Drewski was physically and mentally assaulting my son. That was abuse. No one should have to kiss.
In character, because, well, I'm supposed to be Pugsley from the Addams Family, so we mostly don't talk. Then he insulted me, Drewski. Drewski insulted me multiple times.
He's reading a script.
And if you check on the YouTube video, they cut it out. You can only see me hugging LeBron James Jr. and
his mom was forcing him to do this because he did apologize.
I'm gonna be honest. As soon as it was said, we caught it and said he's a kid. Drewski is chill, but not only that, I could kind of see that this is forced a little bit. Like Ma Duke's behind the camera, like saying, "Yay, say this, this, and this, and this." We cut it out solely for the fact that we didn't want to put it on YouTube to make a joke out of it. Anyway, so that's how serious it is. So we made sure to cut it out so that no other viewers on YouTube can even see the joke. You feel me? Not only that, but Drewski in detailed, I think he apologized twice. Drewski is a comedian, so whatever the fucking first thing he says is gonna come to his head. But he knew he was wrong. He actually apologized for this one. But yeah, but you feel what I'm saying?
But my thing, what they trying to do, look for a lawsuit or something?
Yeah, they want a bag.
So, with that,
you see, that's why you can't have everybody on
they
your
wouldn't
stream.
let me get my son. Security would block me. The person in charge of
I know that one is cat.
telling me what's supposed to go on was saying that my son was crying because
chill.
Castanet gotta do better, man.
Not only that,
he didn't get no food, which was a lie. A older person, Drewski, was physically and mentally assaulting my.
Wait, don't say physically. What?
Son.
Physically?
Calling my son a fat ass nigga, whatever he was saying. But he's a big ass silverback gorilla. He had no business talking to a 9-year-old like this. My son was there to do a job for acting, and that was not a part of it.
He didn't
So everybody's saying like, "Oh wow, it's a skit." No.
But this was a skit,
that was just abuse you were watching. That they wouldn't let me get to my son. And once our son came out crying and told us everything, my husband called out Drewski.
They tried to get lawsuits involved.
Then 10 securities came.
I heard
We got our stuff and we left.
Two situation right now, and there's
I cried
another
with my
one.
son in the car because they were holding this from me. He didn't get no food, which was a lie, a verbal. And they let this happen to my son.
I'm telling you, man. Castanet gotta do better, man. Stop allowing people on his platform.
You should have got let go. So I know something is a little. I don't know. Something is a little off, because I know for a fact Sophie Rain made $43 million off OnlyFans?
You see, Hakeem, see, Jordan, it's hard to believe.
I'm about to start.
Go ahead, that's it.
Oh, they also broke the child permit laws.
Oh yeah,
Very
she looking to sue.
unprofessional.
Told you.
We love
I
Kai
know
Cenat.
it.
We worked with him before. But ladies and gentlemen, no.
Stop
Drewski,
allowing people on your platform.
you are not it. You are not. This is a kids show with Kai Cenat. And I don't think, like, for Kai to be having somebody like that, I don't think, like, that's a part of his criteria. Like,
Say less.
I'll never want to work with them again.
That's it, I can. You can stop it.
You can stop. I'm
I've been
telling you.
crying all fucking night. I said, Mom, I feel helpless that I couldn't get my son out of that house.
Nah, she went on TikTok, yo. Yeah, man. I'll start off. When they see stuff like this, especially parents, and they see, Constantine, who's like one of the bigger streamers, out there, they would use that clout as much as they can. And Ronnie is right. Try to get a lawsuit, or try to get some type of money and all that type of stuff. Luckily, Constantine handled that situation during the live stream. He told Juicy to apologize and everything. And him and the kid did made amazed and gave a hug and everything. And and then now she won't come out and tell most of these lies and everything that my son is he's been abusive and everything, which is not the case, because the son was kind of playing a character like that, so anything will go with it or thing like that. But I think Drewski went too far. Absolutely, that's why he apologized. But for the mother, like, to take it to the extreme like that and try to get some type of money, no, I ain't working like that. So like I said, kind of like I say, even though he's a big streamer, he's still learning as a streamer. What to do good, what to do and what not to do. So all the mistakes that Constantine does, he's gonna learn from it, and he's gonna be like, okay, I can do this no more. But yeah, for the mother who try to get some type of clout, and that's what you try to do, just try to get clout as much as you can, man, and see if she can make as much money as she can from the situation from Constantine. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
No, but being a big streamer like him, he got to be aware and understand to not allow certain people on his platform. Now, I understand Drewski is a comedian; he's very funny. We know that, especially on Instagram. I saw some of his skits. At the same time, that he got to know the balance. You see a young little guy there, and the mom is there too. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I think Kyle Sinat need to start vetting more people who should he allow on his platform, because he's become a big entity, and when you become big like that, you got to be careful, because you'll lose it all over somebody's stupidity. Now, Drewski didn't do anything wrong. I understand Hakeem, you kept saying it's a skit.
Yeah.
However, these people are money hungry. It's a skit, but if they understand the laws and understand how the law works, it'll be a lot of defamation of character. It'll be like, look, she even said he violates kids' law. They'll put the law into it, and they'll look to get it back. And remember, this is on Cod Tonight stream, so he's going to get sued as well. So to me, he's already dealing with two situations. He need to do a better job and say, okay, talk to his management team, then let management team know, like, I'm not gonna allow certain people on the show, especially kids. I understand he does a lot of kids streaming, but to me, just focus on interviewing the artists, the celebrities, whatever he does, like he do best, and leave it at that. Don't allow no more kids on his platform. To me, I won't allow no more kids on my platform going forward. It's just all adults. But if he continue to do it, Constantine gonna be in some serious trouble. And I don't want to see that happen for him, because to me, he's on the road. He's the biggest streamer right now, and he's high, and I like that. But he's allowing the wrong people on his platform. Go ahead, again.
But I say this: Castanet has had some bumps in the road. I think he's still trying to figure out his way. And the thing about this is, like, people got to know when you sign up for this. Hey, do y'all remember when what was that actor name who they was trying to cancel because they had did a skit with some kids, and they say it was kind of like really like indecent. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember it, but I don't know the actor's name. No, but I kind of, when you describing it, it is coming back to me
Yeah,
in my
we had
head.
did a show on that. and they try to cancel them and stuff like that. And I always say like, yo, you know what I mean? Like these things come, and we also got to be like self-aware of what's going on. You know what I mean?
Correct. So that's
So
all I'm saying. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, even for us. Like I'll tell you, like if I feel like certain people we interview and I do research about them and they seem trouble, they're not gonna be allowed on this platform. It's just not gonna happen. It's
facts,
just not gonna happen. Oh,
facts.
she said the name. Thank you, Kareem Stevie.
Yeah, Air Spears and Tiffany Haddish. We had covered that, and they was getting because they had did a skit with some, and it seemed like kind of like off the chain. But this is the same way. I just think that we need to know the easiest way is just not to have kids around anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You need to just stop. Just have all of those, because we understand. Okay, he called me fat. Key. We in the back. We shaking hands. We doing shots. But as a child and the mother's there and she see there's an opportunity to get a bag, especially
yeah,
like someone like Kyle Sinet who's making like one streaming making like a $500,000,
yeah.
and the end of the month probably making $4 to $5 million. They're gonna see it as a money grab.
But Ron, let me ask you a question. And do you think these guys got rich too fast because they don't have no PR experience? They
No,
still,
he has a team. Kyle Sinet has a team.
but why they still doing?
I already know. Remember, anything it's just streaming. Switch.
Why
It's
some of
Kick.
why some
You got
of
a deal.
why Aiden Ross is not getting involved in these type of things?
Oh no, but Aaron Raw is doing some crap too now.
He is, but he's still keeping his business clean. He just met Rubber Cry the other day.
He did.
You got to be on another level if you meeting Robert Kraft. They introducing them to big boys,
Yeah, billionaires. Yeah, that's real.
billionaires. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? And these guys, they do this comedic stuff, but it leads to some. He doesn't even want to get into politics. So I'm just saying, when I seen that, I say, seems about right. I'm just waiting for them to crash out.
I don't want that for him. I think he's on the right direction. I think he does have a team. I would say this accountability falls on his team, and they should need to do a better job. Um, like I keep telling you, you can't look at other people and how they do things. I know Ada Ron's doing his thing, so Constant say, "Hey, I'm doing my thing." High Show Speed say, "I'm doing my thing." Shannon Sharp, I'm doing my thing. Cool, do your thing. But to me, just be careful and understand that people right now is money hungry. And they find out there's an opportunity somewhere to get money, they're gonna take that opportunity. That's why. Go ahead, Hakeem. You gonna say something?
Listen, I love when people crash out. That's it.
Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, special shout out to everybody that supported the platform. Just hit me out, and also NT, home of the Purge. Shout out to him, guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Just Hit Me Out channel, and also narrate and also dialogue channel as well, and also you already know NT channel as well. Support the platform, and you can't forget to subscribe to Ashton Graham channel. That he will be going live right after us, 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central time. Go over there and support my brother.
The
He's close to
Shiesty
1K
Avengers.
subscriber. The Shiesty
1K.
Avenger never change. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad, that's also in the building. Wahai, that also is in the building. Kareem Stevie, who's also in the building. Fresh Time, shout out to you for being in the building. You already know Jordan heard him. Shout out to you for being in the building. Know your worth. Shout out to you for being in the building.
Know your worth.
Bobby Bryant, thank you so much, Lovey, for coming through. Also, we still send prayers out to Sherry Bryant to make sure she still have a speedy recovery. We will see her soon. Shout out to Bobby Bryant. I'm gonna say Costin. Shout out to Scott as well. Shout out to the lovely Mom Mothers and the Times events always coming through. Jumping everybody channel showing love and support. We really do greatly appreciate her. And also she goes around and support other people's platform. Thank you so much. The Times events, we thank you so much. You are such a contributor to the channel. Even when we become big, Hakeem told me he's gonna fly you in. He's gonna take you wherever you need to go.
Oh,
Stop.
man.
Press.
We listen. We're gonna take care of you. We can't live without you.
Shout out to Mimi too. Mimi, the co-host of the Shiesty Venue, always the first one in the building, showing us love and support. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming through. We really do greatly appreciate you. Thank you guys for always watching us. You know, even the people that don't comment, that go back and watch the replay, like No Chaser, you already know, what's the other guy's channel? See, I forget the channel because he don't be coming in no more. But I know he go back, he go back and he always watch the replay. Yo, what's my dude? Oh man, what's my dude, man? Oh man, forgive me. I know you gonna comment and I will remember, man. Well, I forgot. Man, it be so many people need to remember, man. Shout out to those that watching us also on Instagram. Shout out to you. NT was over there and then he came on the YouTube side. We really do greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Dwight Wayne for coming through. Jordan, you know who that is. That's Wayne, Mr. Wayne. He's over there watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you for those tuning in on Rumble. Thank you. We have 5 people watching us on Rumble. Thank you for those that tune in on Twitter, X. Thank you guys so much. We had a couple of people watching us on there. We thank you guys so much. They never comment, so that's why I don't really give them. They just be watching. Shout out to you guys. And not only that, they do watch it when we drop the clip on Rumble and also on X. People do watch us too as well, guys. So keep that in mind. Shout out to those that do watch us on Reddit as well. There's people that watch us because we clip the clip, we put it on Reddit and also Snapchat. Thank you guys so much for watching our content. We really do greatly appreciate it. And also TikTok. We thank you guys so very much. I told you guys KR Culture Radio is going to be the biggest thing on the planet. Bigger than Kai Cenat. Hakeem don't want that. Jordan Hakeem don't want that. He don't want to go to London. They're about to break into his car. Hakeem will get mad. He was like, I don't want that
either. I'm with Hakeem. I don't want that either.
You don't want that either, so you can't get him out of your car?
No, man. They be trying to hurt you. They be trying to take your leg, take your arm and everything, take your head. I can't do that now.
The top visit the mom mother, she put the KL Culture Radio gear. So you go ahead, don't forget to get the KL Culture Radio gear. It's in the description. She also put the link in the chat. That way you get the KL Culture Radio hat what me and Hakeem and Jordan got on, the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, what we got on, and also the KL Culture Radio coffee mug. Yeah, Hakeem got the KL Culture Radio polo shirt. You get the polo shirt as well. The sweaters are out. The jacket's still taking a long time, guys. Sorry, we know it's winter time, but for some reason the jacket's taking forever. But those sweaters are out, so it could keep you guys warm. I might go ahead and purchase me a sweater. Yeah, we're working hard. And don't forget to go to KL Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab where you can find Prince Hakeem book, Black Love, his book, his other books he's about to get ready to drop. Your birthday is in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks, man.
One more week is your birthday, literally. So shout out to you, man. Guys, make sure you go over there. And he said he's gonna drop his album on his birthday. I can't wait for that, man. Can't wait for that, man. You too, Jordan. Don't hurt him. You have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you, who also was in the building too. Nightish. Don't forget to go and subscribe to Nightish channel. You want something to watch early in the morning? Nightish is the channel to go to because his channel will be wild and crazy in the morning. It'll keep you up. So if you have a hard time sleeping, go ahead and do your thing, man. Like always, it is still Thanksgiving weekend. Guys, go ahead, have some more turkey. Get rid of the leftovers because some of y'all still have leftovers left. I'm almost done with mine. Get rid of it and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for tuning in, KL Culture.